Netflix released a new trailer for part 1 of season 6 of The Crown. This is a show I love, and I can't wait to look at this trailer next. Hey everyone, it's the Outlaw John Rocha here. Welcome to this trailer reaction for season 6, part 1 of The Crown. Here, really excited to take a look and see what we're going to get in this trailer here. You know, I've been a massive fan of The Crown for quite some time. From Claire Foy to Olivia Colman to Imelda Staunton, I have followed Queen Elizabeth's life through this prism of The Crown and really enjoyed the wonderful actors and scenes and stories we've gotten, and also the really hardcore tragedies. Get a little bit of a window into the royal family. Of course, it's not the full-on, unadulterated truth here, but we are, because there's a little embellishing, I'm sure, a little license taken with these based on true event type of stories, but it is a series that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Laura Kelly and I have reviewed the last 2 seasons on the channel here. You can go back and find those reviews on the channel. But yeah, it was a thing we discovered that we were both fans of The Crown, and so it's been fun to talk about the show with her. But this is going to be focusing on Princess Diana. Elizabeth Debicki taking the mantle off of Emma Corrin, who got nominated for an Emmy. I think she won the Emmy for her role as Diana, but Elizabeth Debicki coming in last season to play Diana, and now we're going to get to the end of Diana. This final season is going to cover 1997 to 2005, but Diana seems to be the focus, so Elizabeth Debicki is going to get a lot of screen time playing this role, and I'm excited to see what we're going to get, so let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at this first trailer here for part 1 of season 6.
Don't really understand how I ended up here. Dashing around. And losing sight of myself in the process. You know, I think that's been the story of my whole life.
Wow, just looking at
I'm
that
afraid, Your Majesty, interest in the princess's private life is unlikely to die down anytime soon.
The press are on our tails constantly.
All one wants is for that girl to find peace.
Oof.
Mummy, you okay?
I'm okay. It's just...
Oof.
It has all been a bit mad recently.
Yeah, we're going to see her getting in that car with Dodi. Yeah. Dodi Fayed.
You finally succeeded in turning this house upside down. It's nothing less than revolution.
That was never my intention.
Set against a background of raw emotion, the royal family remained silent.
Wow.
What do people want from me?
For you to be mother to the nation.
You've seen the images on the television. Diana gave people what they needed.
Oh, yeah.
All over the world, in their thousands.
And they adored her for it.
This is going to be the biggest thing that any of us has ever seen.
Oof. Wow. Yeah, those iconic images for those of us who grew up knowing that story and seeing that story with Diana. Wow. All right. So, yeah, this looks like it's going to have that sense of dread throughout the whole first few episodes. I'm sure there'll be moments of, occasional comedy in this series for this season 6, but it certainly feels like it is going to tackle a lot of what Diana confronts and encounters and overcomes and deals with, and then eventually swallowed up by, which is the paparazzi and her worldwide fame. You know, this was Diana's ascension to this kind of the people's queen type thing, the people's princess type thing is brought about at the same time because of the advent of an explosion of the paparazzi, explosion of the tabloids, all of this stuff in the 90s and into the 2000s. She was a part of that, a massive part of that, sometimes courting it for her own benefits or her own use. But, once you allow an animal into the house, it's very hard to stop that animal from destroying things and maybe possibly even destroying you. And we of course know how that ended up. I remember I was at Florida State, my first week or two at Florida State when Diana passed away, so I'll always remember where I was when I turned on the TV and saw the news and just was heartbroken as a big Diana fan. But we're seeing a lot here with Elizabeth Debicki, really bringing a lot of her talent, a lot of her abilities to encapsulate Diana and really capture the essence of her in her portrayal. I thought Emma Corrin did a nice job for what they asked her to do for the younger version of Diana in that season. Season 4, I think it was her and Josh O'Connor going toe-to-toe, which was great. But we saw more of this kind of Diana in Elizabeth Debicki. We saw more of the Diana we know in Elizabeth Debicki, what she was able to do. It's an interesting thing. Diana, one of the sweetest, nicest people on the planet, but also one of the people that was very difficult to kind of get to know, very difficult to kind of have a feeling for, other than just respecting her and feeling pity for her and feeling like a kind of wanting to take care of her, because she seemed like she'd break at any moment. Yet she had a spine of steel to do the things that she did and try to bring awareness to the causes that she brought awareness to. But certainly in the trailer, we're seeing what all of that brings about for her, all the fame and popularity and global recognition, what it brings to her for sure. And then we see the effect it has there from to the Queen and the Queen's family with Imelda Staunton and her reaction. We see Domenic West there as Prince Charles, what he's navigating, and then William and Harry and how they're dealing with what happens to their mom, and before what happens to their mom, they're concerned. And we saw some of that last season as well, so they're kind of picking that up with the kids being a little bit older. Well, a lot of interesting stuff I think that we're going to enjoy here in season 6 of The Crown, and a number of people involved with it are already saying that this is the best season they've ever done. So we shall see. I've been waiting like crazy to see this series, and hopefully I can get the screeners as soon as possible to do reviews and put up my thoughts for it with Laura Kelly. So we shall see. All right, what did you think of the trailer? Did you like the trailer? Did you sense that kind of moroseness to it, that sense of impending dread and doom hanging over this, even with the occasional moments of affection and touches here between Diana and her kids, between Diana and Elizabeth there, and of course getting that message about Paris next week, which is of course where she died. So what would you think of all the imagery and we got? And are you familiar with the famous photographs of her that the paparazzi took and splashed all over the place, using that as the kind of basis for some of these scenes that we saw in the trailer? Let me know down in the comments section below. Hit a like on this video, share it on your social media, and more than anything else, please subscribe to the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, so you see we're dropping all the content we do here on the Outlaw Nation channel. All right, y'all, take care of yourselves. Be well. Look for this one November 16th, and I'll talk to you next time with another brand new reaction video here on the Outlaw Nation.